It is Tuesday, June 2nd. Welcome to CGN News. Antigua and Barbuda Monday became the first CARICOM country to reopen its international airport amid stringent health protocols to prevent any reoccurrence of COVID-19. Uleta Francis, the Chief Executive Officer of the Antigua and Barbuda Airport Authority, commented that while reopening of international travel is crucial, the safety of employees and members of the traveling public is foremost. In a statement, the authority said that the health protocols that cover the diverse range of operations at the V.C. Byrd International Airport will be in full effect to coincide with the opening of the island's borders on Monday. The Antigua and Barbuda Airport Authority said it will be restricting traffic through the terminal to travelers and airport staff, and that they will all be subject to agreed protocols, which include all passengers being required to wear masks during the arrival and departure process. In addition, all arriving passengers will be asked to complete a health declaration form, following which port health authorities will administer health and screening checks, and that all airport staff who have to interface with the traveling public must wear PPEs as per the standard health protocols. A rigorous regime of cleaning and sanitization across all points of contact, to include restrooms, check-in counters, doors, security areas and baggage claim, will be manned by airport personnel to ensure adherence to protocols. The official start of the 2020 Atlantic hurricane season is already in full swing, and forecasters are monitoring what could become the third named storm of the season. The National Hurricane Center said a disturbance near Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula has been looming for about 48 hours. Heavy rainfall is likely to continue over portions of Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, Belize, and western Honduras during the next few days. If the disturbance becomes a tropical storm, it could be called Cristobal. Two storms, Arthur and Bertha, formed ahead of the June 1 start of the hurricane season, and Guatemala was hit by Tropical Storm Ananda over the weekend. The Jamaica Defense Forces Chief of Defense, Staff Lieutenant General Rocky Meade, has revealed that body cameras obtained for JDF soldiers in 2019 failed to meet the requirements for the job. He was asked at a press conference about the use of body cameras by soldiers in light of the fact they have increasingly taken on policing duties. This is evident in their deployment during the ongoing states of emergency, during which they are allowed to operate with the same powers and duties as a constable policeman. JDF soldiers have been implicated in the shooting death of 44-year-old Susan Bogle, a disabled resident of Augusttown, St. Andrew, who was killed in an alleged shootout between the security forces and gangsters on May 27. 4 soldiers have been removed from frontline duties, and an investigation is being conducted by both the Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM, and the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Overseas, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said on Monday that Russia would not be included in the G7 nations, disagreeing with U.S. President Donald Trump, who said he had plans to invite Russia. Trudeau noted that Russia was excluded from the group after it annexed the Crimean Peninsula from Ukraine in 2014. Trudeau said Russia's continued disrespect and flaunting of international rules and norms is why it remains outside of the G7. Trump said on Saturday that he would postpone the meeting of G7 nations he had planned to hold this month at the White House despite the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. He said he plans to invite Russia, Australia, South Korea, and India, advocating for the group's expansion. The G7 members are Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, the United Kingdom, and the United States. The group's presidency rotates annually among member countries. Trump has repeatedly advocated for expanding the group to again include Russia, prompting opposition from some members. The U.S. House of Representatives also passed a bipartisan resolution in December 2019 that supported Russia's previous expulsion from the annual gathering. Russia had been included in the gathering of the world's most advanced economies since 1997, but was suspended in 2014 following its invasion of Ukraine and annexation of Crimea. Health officials have confirmed a second Ebola outbreak in Congo, the head of the World Health Organization said Monday, adding yet another health crisis for a country already battling COVID-19 and the world's largest measles outbreak. Congo also has yet to declare an official end to Ebola in its troubled east, where at least 2,243 people have died since an epidemic began there in August 2018. Now, Congolese health authorities have identified 6 cases in the north near Mbandaka in Equator province, including 4 fatalities, the WHO tweeted Monday. Congo also has confirmed 611 cases of COVID-19, including 20 deaths, and the number is rising according to figures released Monday by the Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. However, like many African countries, Congo has conducted extremely limited testing, and observers fear the true toll may be far higher. India has partially restored train services amid reports of chaos and overcrowding at some stations. At least 145,000 people will travel in trains on Monday as the country starts to reopen after a prolonged lockdown. 200 trains will now start operations, up from the existing 30 that are currently running. India's mammoth railway network usually carries 25 million passengers every day. Maintaining social distancing and cleanliness is proving to be a difficult task as huge crowds gathered outside some stations. The Ministry of Home Affairs has issued specific guidelines for the smooth operation of train services. They say that all passengers will be screened, social distancing must be followed at the station and in trains, and only passengers who have confirmed tickets will be allowed to travel. However, some stations reported chaotic scenes as officials struggled to enforce these guidelines. Train services came to a grinding halt when Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced the lockdown on March 24 to stop the spread of coronavirus. This left millions of daily wage workers stranded as they desperately tried to go back to their villages from cities. Many of them had to walk long distances, in some cases more than 1,000 kilometers. India's coronavirus caseload is consistently increasing. Experts say if safety norms are not followed, the situation could quickly become worse. That's it for CGN News. I'm Scott Wilson. Pleasant viewing.